This is Simon Ward for Tri247 and I'm now joined by Bryan Rhodes, legend from New Zealand. Bryan, thanks for spending some time with us today.
Thank you.
Can you tell us about your race?
Well, starting at 6 AM was probably a little bit of a rough. I thought it was going to start at 7 and I've come from Boulder, Colorado, so that's like starting the race at midnight for me. So yeah, I wasn't too happy about that, but it's what you get, and that's part of travelling and racing and,
sure.
and training and that sort of stuff. So
yeah, and the weather here is a bit different to Boulder, I guess.
Yeah, it's actually just in the last couple of weeks in Boulder got really, really hot. It's been above 90 Fahrenheit in the last 2 weeks. So I come here with a beautiful tan and everyone's looking a bit white. And this is meant to be the English midsummer, isn't it?
It is. This is what it's like.
Lovely. So yeah, I thought, I was hoping that when I arrived actually in Heathrow it was beautiful and sunny, and I thought, oh, here we go, we'll get a good race day, and the forecast looked pretty good then, so you never can tell.
No, so you got through the swim. You look like you were limping coming back in off the bike.
Yeah, I've since Sherborne I've got the left leg perfectly good, and obviously I've been overcompensating a little bit with the right, and in the last, in April, I actually pulled my right calf. It's nowhere near as bad as what I'd done in Sherborne, but I'm battling against recovery and trying to train through it, and in the cold, it really, really does affect it, and I was fine once I hit the ground coming off the bike. I knew it was not gonna function right. I ran one lap of the run, but I didn't want to try and push it, and you know, going for 7th place is nothing if I have to sit out 3 or 4 races. So it's better to call it a day and not do damage, and that course is very up and straight down, and pounding down really did start to hurt it. So yeah, just the change in surfaces as well would really affect it. So I'm sort of thinking longer term than right now, which is really sad because I wanted to come here and have a really good race.
So you come back to these races regularly. I know you've been a regular at Sherborne, and when you've not been racing, you've been commentating, and you've been here before. What is it that attracts you to the UK?
I think the UK racing, it's a really good ground route sort of system, and they have a really good hard, tough racing too, and it's very challenging, and that's what really attracts me to this place. And I think I must have been, you know, 05 was such a brilliant hot day that I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to play the odds game that I've got to come back and the odds are going to be in my favour again, but it hasn't seemed to go that way. The odds have definitely turned the opposite direction, and I'm starting to have more failures than successes over the years. So.
Oh well,
yeah,
you'll have to keep coming back, Bryan.
Until the odds come back. But yeah, I've got a plan in place, and you know, who knows? Like, I want to do Sherborne again, but not this year because it's way too close to Hawaii, and I really want to go to Hawaii and have a good Hawaii, and then I can reassess the career and go, well, I'd even quite contemplate if I had a really good Sherborne and next year, then I could retire or something. I'm starting to get to that point in my career where I'm looking beyond triathlon as a source of living.
Okay, and so just we'll come back to that later if we may. So have you qualified for Kona already?
Yes, I've already qualified. Okay, so that's all taken care of. So it's just basically getting myself 100% healthy and fit, and looking forward to the heat of Hawaii, where I do know what the weather's going to be like there, and I love it hot, and I've raced very well in the heat. So you know, it's just sad that this big body just can't handle the cold.
Yeah. So what races do you have penciled in then between now and October?
I actually have Ironman Canada. I haven't done it in about 4 years since I left swim coaching down there. So I've always wanted to go back there, and that's my main focus this year, is trying to win Ironman Canada, and it'll probably be not the strongest of fields because it is only 8 weeks between that and Hawaii. So, you know, but it's one of the longest distances it's been apart from Hawaii, so I think I can still have a really good lead up going into Kona.
great. My favourite race, Ironman Canada.
Yeah, it's a beautiful course. It's one of the still original courses that hasn't changed over any of the years, and it's still one loop of everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a rarity in nowadays sort of racing.
It's only Kona, isn't it? That's the only other one loop of everything.
The only other race, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back to what you said a minute ago. You're thinking about life after triathlon, so what does that hold for you?
Well, that's partially why I sort of went on to try to run the camp summertime in New Zealand. I'll look at maybe running something a little bit different this year. I think having a big, long sort of training camp wasn't as attractive to a lot of people. I'd like to run something maybe from beginners, then sort of an intermediate triathlete to a more advanced, nearer, closer to Ironman New Zealand. So run it a 4-day sort of camp over weekends, so where we can attract more people, less cost, take care of everything, and go from that. And hopefully that will give more people an insight to how everyday life runs, you know, as a professional.
Because you've got a bit of competition for coaching down in New Zealand, haven't you? You've got Scott Molina and John Hellemans.
Yeah, he does.
And Gordo.
Yeah, I know. Gordo and Scott Molina run very in line together, and yeah, it's a very competitive market. I'm not so much wanting to run camps, but I think it's a good stepping stone to maybe getting to coaching. I've got an idea of what I want to do. I'd love to run some sort of group like Brett Sutton does, like have a group of people, but maybe take them more with you and go to races all as in a team, like a touring team where you know, you feel more bonded into that sort of unit.
And following the warm weather, of course.
Well, yeah, depends. I think if you've got a lot of athletes, some like cold, some like hot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, well, Bryan, thanks very much for your time. Best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you in Kona.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, we can do a better interview there. Where maybe I've got a top 10 or a win. You never know.
We'll do it by the sea, eh?
There you go, beautiful. Where it's nice and warm, and I'm not dressed like an Eskimo.
Oh, Lava Java.
Yeah, the Lava Java, great place.